This is how to play Therefore I Am by Billie Eilish in just 3 ingredients. How about that? Ingredient 1 is the main groove, which is most of the song, really. The rest of it is little moments and details. So this main groove is like a 4 to the floor kick groove, kick drum on beats 1, 2, 3, 4, backbeat, the snare drum on 2 and 4, and the hi-hats are doing off beats. So I think a good way of just getting used to the feel of this is to count your 4 beats and just clap on the off beat, on the and. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Well done. That is the offbeat hi-hat feel. It's going in the gaps between the drums. Cool. Once you've got the feel of that, it is just a case of repeating it until you get up to a tempo that fits with the song, which is 94 beats per minute. And it sounds like this. Ingredient 2 is the same as ingredient 1, but you don't play on beat 1. That's it. So I would recommend doing your counting, of course, whilst you're playing along, and when you say 1, and you are just not going to play anything. It can feel strange going back in on a snare drum and bass drum together, though. If you really do find that weird, nothing wrong with putting a hi-hat with it. 2 and 3, and then going back to the offbeat hi-hats. But that can be a little bit strange, the snare and bass drum coming in back on 2. So just fair warning. This happens, well, it happens in the chorus, right? It happens in the chorus when it goes back to the first bar of the chorus repeat. So that's the main place it gets used. But we can use it at the beginning of verse 1, and it kind of works at the beginning of the second as well. There's a similar sort of cutout thing. So if you can hear exactly what's going on those bars, let me just get that, then go for it. But I think this, to start with, is a perfectly fine bar to put in that beginning of verse 1, beginning of verse 2. But mostly it's that little stop in the middle of the chorus. It sounds like this. The third ingredient, but by no means the least, is the bit that leads into the chorus. What we do for this is we get rid of them hi-hats, drop back to just the kick and snare, 1, 2, 3, and then leave a quarter note rest on beat 4. By getting rid of the hi-hats for the first part of the bar, it just gives things a bit more space, which is always nice. And then dropping out for beat 4 means you've got that really empty space. For when the chorus drops, it just has a bit more impact. It's a nice little thing. I think drummers quite often just blast on through and don't really ever stop. And leaving space is so good to do as a drummer. It can make such a difference to the feel of a song. So always think about whether you're perhaps playing too much. think if you're playing something, could you think, oh, could I maybe play a bit less here? Might that sound good? Who knows? You might think it does. Give it a go. Try. Think about it. Just saying. Suggestion. The bit that I was talking about a while ago before I rambled sounds like this. Just as a little bonus, if you did want to do an extra little bit, which is in like the, could be, is it middle eight? It's not really middle eight, it's not a bridge. So the end, the bit where she says, I didn't even catch your name, that bit, I'm not going to try and sing it because you don't want to hear that. For that, what you can do is take the main groove and just take the snare drum out on beat 2. So you have kick, 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 snare. And that's basically what it does for, I think maybe only 2 bars. Engage with the song. Listen, see what you think's going on. But that's something you can chuck in if you want, but it's like a side one. But the 3 ingredients we've covered will do the whole song really nicely. I'll stop talking now. Recap. Ingredient 1. Ingredient 2. And ingredient 3. And that's how you play that song by Billie Eilish. Therefore I am in just 3 ingredients and a 4th one if you fancy trying it.